Hey guys, welcome back to AUT game on Roblox. Today I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna make another try tier list in AUT game. Well, so hopefully you guys enjoy watching this video. But before that, make sure you guys hit subscribe, like, and turn on notification because we almost had 25k subscribers for giveaway 1000 Robux. So let's get into this video. Okay, so we're in the trade. I'm in the tier list maker. So first thing first, I wanna make a godly trade. Alright, so the godly trade does give 50% damage and 35% damage resistance, and the Venezuela deck has random status effect. So godly is has been always good for PvP and PvE, especially for PvE. So I'm just gonna put the S tier, just like usual. Alright, so yeah, it's S tier, bruh. Okay, so the next one is spiritual. All meter costs are reduced by 15% and 50% meter plus meta regen, meta scales with damage and resistance. So spiritual has always been good for the PvP. So yes, it's also the S tier, just like godly. Alright, so the next one is temporal. You are the master of time. Slow down players' move on attack speed and range, and as the effects get stronger based on your meter. But actually, this trade has been nerfed, so I think. But I'm just gonna put the error tier. Once again. Alright, next up is UzyUzy. While your meter is above 50 bar, engage in domain amplification that gives you resistance to the buffs and hyper armor. Constantly drains meter every 10 seconds, gain a single attack that always bypass damage defense. So I think it's not that really good like it used to be, so I'm gonna put this C tier. Alright, so next up is RCT. Minus 20% HP pool, gain 50% healing scale on the meter. Meter constantly drains and no longer meter is gained when damaged. Well, it's only good for PvE, not good for PvP, so it's also a C tier, just like UzyUzy. Alright, so next up is adaptation, the new trait. You will adapt to attacks to down you to you and grow resistance to them over time. 7.5% added resistance per attack, up to 75% total resistance per attack, 1.5 second cooldown per adaptation. Well, it's only good for PvP, but still mid. I think I'm just gonna put out to C tier. Alright, so that's it for the mythical trait. And next one is Hex mythical trait. So next up is Hex godly. Okay, so the explanation about Hex godly is alright. So Hex and godly switch between two states every 10 seconds. So the first state godly gives you 80% damage and 50% damage resistance, and the second state is minus 15% damage and resistance. So the meaning of the minus 15% damage is not like 80% minus 15%. No, it's not like that. So the second state counts as 0. So for example, if you have 200 attack, and when you have in first state like plus 18% damage, it gives you 360 attack. So on the second state, if you have 200 attack, and when you in exhausted state or second state, it's like 200 attack minus 15% damage. So your attack is gonna be 170. So that's how the Hex godly work, bro. So it's a B tier. I mean the A tier. Alright, so next up is Hex spiritual. Teleport to the nearest player when you're doing rush attack. Well, just like spiritual, but depending on matter, sometimes get brave instantly. That counts as second stat. It's sometimes it canceling your combos when you're in second stat. It just like inverting your movement. So A tier. Hex temporal. Well, Hex temporal, the first state is more faster than the normal temporal, but there's a second state which is makes you slow. It's your debuff. I think I'm gonna put the C rank. I mean the B rare. Okay, so next up is Hex UzyUzy. Well, this one is actually much better than normal one, but you cannot gain HT bar. So there's not every ability can use this trait, especially for Gojo, Sukuna, or ability that really needs a lot of bar. So for example, when I'm using Akuro in my video, using this trait is actually pretty good, man, for the PvP. So I think I'm gonna put it to the B tier. Well, that's actually good for PvP, of course. Okay, so next up is XRCD. Okay, so it minus 14% your health bar. Wait, I'm gonna put the Hex RK to A tier. Alright, so Hex RK is much better than normal one, so I'm gonna put the B tier. Okay, so Hex adaptation is you adapt twice as much as attack. The adaptation cooldown is half, but you adapt only to 60%, so I think it's much better. So I think I'm gonna put it to the B tier. Alright, so that's it for the mythical trait and the Hex mythical trait. So yeah, you guys can see this mythical trait. So let's go to the legendary trait, boys. Alright, so Prime. Let's start from Prime. Well, Prime is just like godly, but it gives you not that really good from like godly, so I'm gonna put the A tier because Prime is mid. So next up is Gambler. Gambler is, I think this is the best legendary trait in game, so I think I'm gonna put it to S tier. So next up is Solar. Solar gives you attack speed and movement speed. Is also one of the best tier, I mean, for the PvP. Alright, so A tier. The Vampiric is good for the PvE, man, and for the PvP also because the healing, the lifesteal. So A tier, of course. And the Glut, minus 25% reduce cost, so B tier. The effort is just like poison, toxic, something like that, but the legendary version. So I think I'm gonna put a B tier. Alright, so Fight It is mid, actually not really good. It's only good for PvE, but let's see. Alright, so True is, it's run B and C, but I confused. I think I'm gonna put it C. Cultivation is, I confused. I think I'm just gonna put the C. Alright, so let's go economic. Economic is bad, trust me, bro. Economic is bad, so I'm gonna put the C rank. Alright, so Curse is one of the best threat for farming. I think I'm gonna put it to C rank. Angelic is the best legendary threat in game, so I'm gonna put it to D rank. Overflowing is also just like Angelic, D rank. So that's it for the legendary threat. So let's go to the Hex. Hex Angelic threat, D rank force. Hex Overflowing D. And it's this Hex Deferred because of the reflection, so D rank. Hex 2 is just similar like Hex Deferred, but it's good, I think C. Hex Curse is much better than Curse 1. It's also one of the best for farming, so B. Hex Voided, yeah, it's much better than Voided, so B. Hex Prime is just basically just Hex Godly. It's the weaker version from the Prime, so it's a B rank, obviously, yeah, because of the second stat, of course. Alright, so the Hex Vampiric is one of the best legendary threat, also S tier. So next one, Hex Solar is also good for the PvE if there's no debuff, so A tier, yeah. Hex Glit, yeah, just like Hex Spiritual, so I think I'm just gonna put a B tier. Hex Cult, well, if there's, I have to wait for 8 hours to get a max stats, so A tier. Hex Economics, that's what I'm talking about. This is the best legendary trade for farming money, so I think I'm gonna put it to S tier. Hex Gambler is the best legendary trade for the legendary one, bruh. So S tier, baby. Yeah, because it gives a lot of damage, bruh. Alright guys, so I think that's it for the legendary trade, tier list, and the mythical trade. So I think that's it for this video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And goodbye.